Usually in my character design videos, I jump straight into the analysis, but this time we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna play a game. I'm going to analyze the character design, and then I'm going to see how much information I can pull about the character from said design, and then compare that to what's in their character bio. So today we're gonna look at Lee's character design in terms of the color palette and do some deep dive into color theory. The first color I see is this blue, and I know it's a gradient, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get like a base blue off of this, probably. This shade right here is probably a good color to choose from. Then we have his hair. Okay, that's the bright side of his hair, light. I don't want to get too many shadows because we just want the base colors of his palette. I would say this would be another base color. His skin tone. Let's see, he's got some true blacks in here. He's got red. Best match I can. Let's see. It's got some gray. Let's put it over here. The gray from his weapon. Trying to see if there's any more. You could say this white here. So I'll put this over here to differentiate between the two. It's not quite right. It's pixelated, so I'm doing the best that I can to try to grab the true color from the design. And that is about it. I don't see any other colors in here that I'm missing. But that is the gist of his color palette. So now let's dive right into the color theory that's associated with his design. Taken from colorpsychology.org, here's what colorpsychology.org has to say about the color blue. Calmness and peace are two words that come to mind when thinking about the color blue. It is a non-aggressive color that encourages serenity, orderliness, and tranquility. This could be because we associate oceans with blue, and it can be a mentally soothing color for some people. Gray is usually an unresponsive color. It truly is unattached, neutral, impartial, and also indecisive. Coming from Color Mindset's perspective, gray is the color regarding sentiment, being neither dark nor gray colored. It does not take changeover between those two colors. So from just analyzing the two colors that we've just gone through, blue and gray, it sounds like Lee is a trustworthy character, but also very neutral. He doesn't pick sides. And he also is unattached, meaning that he keeps his feelings bottled up on the inside and doesn't let people know his true feelings. So, how am I doing so far? If I'm on to a good start, drop a comment in the comments down below. Now, blonde is not necessarily a color, it's a hair type. So I had to go to insidershair.com in order to grab this information. But according to them, they say in many Western cultures, blonde hair is often associated with usefulness and innocence. It's seen as a sign of freshness and youth. Think of the blonde, innocent angels in art and literature. Blonde can also be seen as a sign of carefreeness and playfulness. So I don't have time to go into each and every color on his color palette, otherwise this would be a super long video. But I get the gist of his character. He's loyal, he's calm, he's unattached, he keeps his feelings to himself, he's impartial, he doesn't take sides, and he possibly has a youthful, carefree spirit. I'm also thinking because of the red, white, and blue in his costume that he could also possibly be American. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's dive into another aspect of character design, which is naming your character. Your name has a lot to do with what people perceive about your character. So let's get into Lee Hyperreal's name. His name is Lee Hyperreal. But what does Hyperreal even mean? According to the Oxford Dictionary, hyperreal is exaggerated in comparison to reality. So what does that mean to me as a character designer? So does that mean that he can bend reality or that he's super fast? But now that I'm seeing his animation, I'm leaning on super fast. All right, time's up. So in real time, according to how I'm editing this video, I am going to go on to Safari and see if I can find a character wiki on Lee Hyperreal to see if my estimations are correct. So let's go. Okay, so let's see what Fandom has to say about Lee's character bio. I really just want to get his profile information, and I know it says spoilers, but I might have to expand that just so I can see what's in there. Let's see. BPN, frame, Hyperreal, type, attacker, brand new Omega, specialized frame developed by the Science Councils based on Chronos research. And doesn't say much about his personality. Okay, so I don't want to get spoiled, so I'm gonna move on and go look somewhere else. Okay, let's try Gray Ravens. Let's see what they got. Mental age, activation date, height. Yep, don't need that. Latest specialized frame based on information stored in the hetero fragment. Nothing I'm seeing is about his bio. Okay, let us try one more place. I'm not seeing what I need. Okay, let's try Gray Ravens Lee Hyperreal info. That looks promising. Okay, so number 3 is talking about armaments and his gun. We don't need that. Outstanding computing power, probably talking about his mental capabilities. All right, let's jump down to number 6. Lee can't remember the whispers and scenes in his dream, but when asked if he feels scared or insecure about fighting alone, he would give a negative answer calmly. Okay, that's a key one, because he knows that no matter how far he goes, someone behind will always light a beacon for him to find the way. So that's one right there. Calm. We said that from the color blue, so that proves 1. Okay, let's try number 5. Lee volunteered to participate extensive experiment in Omega, realize, find. Okay, that doesn't really tell us much. Let's try number 4. The outstanding computing power of the frame is able to perform various highly precise calculations at the same time, which often pushes Lee's mind load to the extreme. However, he always convinces himself this won't cause any data error or affect my daily work, and never tells anyone. That's the other one that we talked about, the keeping his feelings to himself, the unattached. So there's 2 things that we learned from his profile. So I'd say I'm off to a good start. I'm not 90% accurate, but it just shows how much information you can gather just from the design and the name alone. So this right here just shows you all of the planning and all of the details that go into making your original character design. You may not think these details are important, but they help your player connect with your character and relate to them on a more personal level. Well, that's it for this video. If you like my character design analysis videos, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. If you like this video, make sure that you also write it in the comments down below and let me know who you think I should do a design analysis on next. Until the next video, keep creating, keep designing, and keep believing in yourself.